Well, hello there, YouTube. It's Friday, July 29th, 2022. And I didn't want to waste any time, and I wanted to get right over here to my DIY valve seat tester tool. And this is what it looks like. I made this tester, including all the fittings and everything, for less than $60. That's right, every single bit of this thing was less than $60. I bought everything pretty much at my local hardware store. I did put links to Amazon, so it's going to cost you a little bit more, but you can start off with this, for example. This is the vacuum pump. You need an air compressor to use this, but you know, I've had an air compressor since I was 16 years old, so I have an air compressor, and you probably should too. So if you've got an air compressor, you can buy this vacuum tester from Harbor Freight with a coupon for under $15. And then these are all the necessary fittings right here. Now, the link's down below, it's going to cost you about $76 for all the fittings and everything, including that pump. For example, the same pump on Amazon is twice as much. All right, so that'll cost you $30. So it'll be $30 plus that $76. But on my side here, it's $42 just buying at my local store. Right? And then $15. So, you know, basically under $60. And then I'm going to take this darn tool that I created, and we're going to actually test a head and see it. But the coolest thing about this video, you guys, is not this tester. It's not the tester. The coolest thing about this video is that I'm going to show you a method that I've created. I've never seen it done before, but you're able to test your valve seats without installing your valve seals. Actually, not assembling the head at all. You don't have to put in the springs. You don't have to do anything, and we'll draw a vacuum, and we can test it just like as if we did. This is going to be a great time saver. I was thinking about this, you know, there's got to be a way, you know, why do I have to assemble the head, the spring, and, you know, all that, and then the guide, you know, I want to put in my new guide, you know, just to test that? I don't think so. So, you know, what happens if you did your lapping and then it wasn't good enough? Now you got to, right? You got to take it all apart and start all over again, flush everything out. Now you got to be careful with the rest of the stuff you assemble because you're going to be putting valve grinding paste. So I think this is going to be great, and it might be a video that a lot of people might like. So you guys should subscribe, and if you've not yet clicked the bell, click the bell. I'm going to have some videos like this coming up. There's no doubt about it. So you see what I did, right? This is what I made. It's very simple to create, you know. I actually had the hose and all this already, and actually these valves and everything. I already had it all. I only had to buy this gauge and this pump is what I basically spent. So I spent less than $30 is what I actually spent, because this other stuff, this came off of a refrigerator, right? I have 30 feet of this stupid thing they gave me when I bought my refrigerator, and I cut it all off. And I'm using it to make this thing here. So, all right, I say let's get over and actually do a test, like I say, and let's just see how well this tester works and how well my idea works. All right, so here's my idea, you guys. No matter what, you're going to need some plugs, right? Because you got to plug up those holes that you don't want to draw a vacuum on, of course. And there's a couple of them, right? And some surgical tubing. That's right, 8mm inside diameter surgical tubing. And then I'm just going to take my valve. I'm going to make sure it's clean. I've already kind of cleaned it. I have to confess, I haven't tried this yet. I told you I'm going to show you this great idea. So now I'm going to put a little bit of oil on there. Is all just a little bit of oil. You don't want to put that down your guides without anything oil. Now this has already been cleaned up. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick my valve in. Okay. Now this is the cylinder head that he did. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your surgical tubing, and I'm going to hold this valve for now, and I'm going to bring this around. So I just take this surgical tubing, I'm going to put it on the top, push it on down. All right, it acts as a guide because it's going to be really tight. So now you're going to be just pushing and turning until that thing goes all the way down and seals it. As a matter of fact, not only will it seal it, it even pulls. Yeah, maybe not. I might, with the oil on there, I guess it kind of slips. But let's see. Let's see if we can draw a vacuum. Kind of set up my gauge right here so we can look at it from this other camera if we want to. And we'll see how much it can draw to begin with. So what I'll be doing is I'll just take the end of this, because you can see it just has a small hole for the tubing, and I'm going to just put that over an area that's obstructed, and then we'll see what that draw is on there, see how much we're drawing, and then we'll go over here and see if we can test this or not. You guys think it's going to work or not? If it works, give me a thumbs up, right? And help me show others this little trick, because I think it's going to work. I really do. All right, so I've got my little plugs in, and I've plugged it in. I can't remember exactly where this is, but this set of plugs, it works perfect. So you know that already. Links in the description, blah, 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 blah. But they work. At least fit in there. I don't know if we can draw a vacuum or anything. I don't know yet. So there's 2 tests I want to draw, or 3 total. One is I want to make sure that this on its own can seal and holds a vacuum, and then how much vacuum that is. And then secondly, I want to see whether or not we can pull a full vacuum on the actual seat and valve as is, the way that I've been done it, without seals and without springs, not assembly or anything, just sitting there. That's it. And then the third test is kind of like a leak down in a sense. So after I've drawn a full vacuum, then I want to shut it off, and I'm going to time it to see how long it takes before it leaks out. There's all kinds of videos. Everybody has a different opinion about all this whole thing, but look, I've already done the other tests. I'll put a link right up here, but we've already done the water test with the gravity feed test, the thing on the side test. I used air to blow it, which is another thing, because all those other ones are just atmospheric. That's why a vacuum is a little bit different. So why not? That way there, you can see we've done it all. But kind of what I've been hearing out there is people say, well, if you can draw 22 pounds, or right, 22 out of this, which is like 7 bar, right? 22, and then hold it for 10 seconds, or something like that. Now, we already know that these things did fine with the gravity test, right? We didn't have any issues with the valves, if I remember right. I might have to go back and look at those videos. I'll put a link up there to that, but all right, so let's just try it to begin with. Let's just see what kind of a draw we can get to begin with. So all I'm doing is just turning on this valve to begin with, because once I turn this other one on, the vacuum starts. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the other camera. All I'm going to do is just hook it right here, and I'm going to hold it, because I know that this hole is in an area that's obstructed. So we'll get a good draw and see what this thing can do. Okay, now I'm going to shut off that valve. And this is our leak down now. It does a little bit, right? But not much at all, right? All right, so we don't need to do any more of that one. So now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to move it to the port. Just like that. And I'm just going to hold it. I don't know if I should just do it like that, I guess. That's probably the easiest way. I think I won't obstruct this, so that's how I'm holding it. Good. All right. I guess I'm going to stay just like that. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this valve and try this first and see if we can draw. Well, it looks like we can draw it. Now I'm going to turn it off. It's off. Unfortunately, I'm having trouble holding it. I should have, if I had two hands, it'd be better. You know, that's without a spring or anything, you guys. All right? So let's try that again. I wish there was another way I could hold that. But by myself, it's not that easy. Let me turn on my phone here and we'll see if we can get a timer going. Have an idea of about what we get. All right. Let's try it. All right, I'm going to turn it off. Well, it's held for 10 seconds, so. All right. So that's my DIY vacuum tester, you guys. And that's without, you know, like I said, testing, you know, just using this rubber, or not rubber, but that surgical type tubing. And really, you know, you could probably turn it a little bit back and forth and, you know, pull up on this and even get a better seat. But I'm already passing the test, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to test all of these. I have new valves. We'll see how well that they seat. And I have new exhaust valves, I think is the ones I bought. I can't remember if they're intake or exhaust. But either way, I bought 8 of them. So 4 for each side. The other one's spec'd out okay. So I thought we'd go ahead and I'll test those before I do any lapping, because I'm going to probably do a light lapping because, you know, there's a little bit that I see from the naked eye. But I think that this was a successful test. I think the vacuum tester worked. It's very inexpensive. You can use this thing for other things, not just this. So I think it's worth it. 100%. Hey, we're moving forward. Thanks for watching, you guys.